Aggie case. I just wanted to do this training to supplement Ashley's training that she did. I might reiterate some things and then also just go over some more basic things about meal applications that you all may need to know. So disclosure training, by disclosure, we really just mean confidentiality training. So it's important for your guys' positions because the students that come through the lunch line might have a free or reduced or paid lunch status. So this happens when families apply for a free and reduced meal application. They do receive a status after they apply. If they don't apply for a meal application, they're automatically considered paid. Although if they do apply and they meet the income and household size requirements, then they may be free or reduced. So there's these three statuses that they could receive. And like I said, the statuses are based upon two things. So household size, that's the number of people living in the household. And then income, that's the total number of household income. So those statuses are based upon those two things. And this is the eligibility chart for school year, this school year, 24-25. So you can see, let's say you have a household size of 3. Let's say there's a single child with a mom and a dad, and they make a yearly income of $33,566 or less. They would meet a free status. If they made a little bit more than that, so let's say they made 35,000, they would be considered a reduced. So you can see this is the reduced guidelines, 47,000. If they made above 47,000, if they made 48, then they would be considered paid. But this is just good to know that this information is important and should be protected as it is based upon something such as income. So again, this status is protected. It's confidential information and it should not be shared openly. So you guys shouldn't be going around saying, oh, did you know Timmy has a free status? You know, just kind of openly sharing that information. There must be a legitimate need to know to provide a service or carry out an authorized activity. So basically, you could share that information on a need to know basis. And we'll go over some of that. I think Ashley's gone over that, but we'll go over some of that in the next couple of slides. So Titan does house student statuses. You might see them. They will be coded with a number. So 0 is paid, 1 is free, and 2 is reduced. And we do that in order to protect the information and just to keep it more confidential and just not having it as, you know, this person is free. No, they're coded as 1. So you may see a student statuses when you're using the software, like if you're cashiering or if you're in the back end of Titan, if you're looking under student management, you can see these statuses in there. So it's important that every year you guys do sign the disclosure statement. We usually have everyone sign the disclosure statement at the back to school training. And this is the disclosure statement. So this just affirms that the information provided will only be used as allowed by all applicable state laws, federal laws, and the Colorado Charter School Institute district policy and procedures. So when you're signing this, you are essentially agreeing to maintain confidentiality of student free, reduced, paid lunch status and other student information while you're using Titan. So you need to sign this if you are using Titan. If you're not using Titan, you don't need to sign this form. But if you are cashiering or if you're getting into the back end of Titan where you are going to see those statuses, then you need to sign this every year. Like I said, we have everyone sign it at the back to school training, but if you didn't attend that, it is important that you sign it after this training. So this is kind of a release of information chart. So Ashley might have gone over this. So this is circumstances where parental consent may or may not be required. So as you can see, district and school fees. So waiving them if like a student had a free or reduced lunch status is not approved. You do need the parent to consent to give that information out in order to do that. District transportation fees, those are different. Those can be waived for free and reduced kids without written parental consent. And this is just a chart where you can see what does require parental consent and what does not. So the few exceptions that don't require parental consent are going to be pandemic electronic benefit transfer. We've kind of gone away with that because we're no longer in a pandemic, but summer EBT, so they don't need to provide consent to receive summer EBT benefits. Again, district transportation fees, and then October counting reporting. So this is just good information to know when you might need to reach out to a parent to get consent on something, on sharing a kid's status. Okay, so that was it. I just kind of wanted to supplement what Ashley had already said. And so the next thing is signing the disclosure statement. If you have not already, please go and sign that. You'll just sign on the highlighted portions. It's yellow highlighted, and then you can either upload that back into LearnWorlds or you can email it to me. But please make sure if you're at a school, you're using Titan, please make sure you sign that and do that every year. Again, like I said, the third time we get it in the back to school training, but if you didn't attend that, please sign that and submit that to us. All right, thank you.